technology that is built for your every sense. Acer Pure from Acer.
That has now been taking place, and this is a new turn that has now taken place when it comes to the BJP hurling a fresh charge. This is Amit Malviya of the BJP who seems to be upping the ante on Pawan Khera, now saying that it is Khera's wife who has two voter IDs. Amit Malviya is of the opinion that Rahul Gandhi, who has been holding press briefings without adequate due diligence and has targeted and tarnished honest voters, even putting them at risk by revealing their identities. However, this thing that they have now taken up a stand as far as two EPIC cards that is being held by the close aides of Rahul Gandhi, which he has now mentioned Pawan Khera. But not just it is limited to or restricted to Pawan Khera, it is now also his wife. The BJP is now taking up the question as well. The poll panel, which has already issued a notice to Pawan Khera after BJP claims that he has two EPIC numbers, and Khera has now hit back saying that the BJP is echoing exactly what the Congress has been saying for the last few weeks, that the Election Commission is compromised. Let's quickly go across to Pratibha there. Pratibha, what is BJP's Amit Malviya saying, that it is not just the Congress leader but his wife too holding apparently two EPIC numbers?
Amita, so yesterday the BJP's IT cell chief had taken to social media and he had put out details of Pawan Khera holding two epic cards, and now you have a similar tweet coming in from Amit Malviya where he claims it's not just Pawan Khera but even his wife who holds two voter IDs. Here's what he goes on to say. Rahul Gandhi held a press conference and without adequate due diligence targeted and tarnished honest voters, even putting them at risk by revealing their identities without consent. He doxed young, upwardly mobile professionals and poor daily wagers who had moved cities in search for better options. Yet he has maintained an equivocal silence on the shocking revelation that his close aide holds two epic cards. Is he the only one? Apparently not. And here come the details that have been put out. He says Kota Nilima, another Congress leader, candidate from the Kheratabad assembly segment in Telangana and wife of Pawan Khera, also holds two active epics, one registered in Kheratabad, another in New Delhi. And then he has given out the details, just as he had about Pawan Khera, the epic ID as well as the details being given of the two constituencies, one from Telangana and another one from the national capital. And then he goes on to say it doesn't stop there. She holds another epic card registered in Delhi, those details being given here as well. As he goes on to say, it's obvious that the Congress leaders hold multiple epic numbers, are registered voters in more than one place. This is not a coincidence. Those indulging in vote chori are the ones who are maligning the common citizens. And then he has also gone on to, of course, mention these two pictures that he has put out as well. He says that these are the details that show that not just Pawan Khera, but even his wife has two epic cards.
All right. So this is what the BJP basically is coming out to say, that the party should rather look within when it comes to raising questions against the Election Commission. Let's get in a word from Mr. Manikam Tagore as well. He's connected with us from the Congress. Sir, good morning to you. I believe you have also raised the issue when it comes to the SIR exercise that has been taking place in Bihar. But this is the BJP which is now coming out to ask that the same party which is raising the issue of voter chori should look within. Pawan Khera's example and now his wife's example is also being given of holding two EPIC numbers.
Good morning. We have to understand that the BJP's vote chori has been caught. 2024 general elections, they won through the vote chori, and people have defeated them and to reduce their seat to 240, and they won through the voter ID, vote chori issue. And which has been caught by the leader of opposition in Bangalore Central, where in Mahadevapura seat, 1 lakh fake voters has been added, and through that they are able to win that seat. Like that, there are many seats, and we are working on that. The issue of vote chori and the issue what BJP is trying to divert is different issues. Here, Mr. Pawan Khera has given in writing to the Election Commission that his vote may be deleted from a polling booth and when he has shifted to some other place. If Election Commission is not doing their work, you can't blame Pawan Khera for that. He has explained it clearly. And the same story for his wife also, because it is very simple that when she was in Delhi, she was having a vote and she has given in writing that she has applied that her vote may be shifted to Hyderabad, and she has deleted that asked the Election Commission to delete from Delhi. When election commission is failing, the problem
But
is that...
Mr. Tagore, wouldn't that be the very purpose of holding the SIR exercise, to actually move out when it comes to such illegitimized names are concerned? But however, your party and the other opposition parties have been calling it as a move to disenfranchise the people.
Please allow me to complete, okay? Therefore, when you are asked me to a question, you should allow that to
Go
be
on,
completed. Therefore, when she has applied for the deletion in Delhi and she has enrolled in Secunderabad, what is the problem in it? The failure of election commission cannot be covered by BJP. BJP is covering the failure of election commission here, and SIR is a different kind of issue. You have to understand SIR is completely different kind of issue, because SIR doesn't allow any kind of proofs. You have to go and give a submission for with PAN card, all kind of documents, which is not with poor people. Therefore, only Supreme Court has added that addition of Aadhaar as a document. Yes. Therefore, please don't confuse yourself with SIR on this issue. SIR is completely different. Supreme Court has clearly stated...
No, the matter is still, I believe, sir, that I know that the matter is still being heard by the Supreme Court, and Aadhaar has been also included. Yes, I'm talking about the SIR exercise, but mainly what is its purpose? To weed out, when we talk about illegals, to weed out people who are no longer alive, to weed out such names who have two of these EPIC numbers, which is actually illegal. Let me also get in a word from BJP. Pradeep Bhandari. Pradeep, good morning. This is what the Congress party essentially has been saying. And as far as Pawan Khera and his wife's EPIC records are now being challenged, saying there are hundreds and thousands of such names in every constituency of India. And this is actually the failure on part of the Election Commission itself on not doing its work on time.
Well, Congress leaders holding multiple epic IDs further proves the case that the SIR is the need of the hour. So if the Congress party believes that there are multiple epic IDs of its leaders, and the Congress itself had written to the Election Commission, so the Congress should be the first proponent of having an SIR. On one hand, the Congress party will oppose the SIR. On the other hand, the Congress leaders will have multiple epic IDs, which as per Section 62, subclause 2 of Representation of People's Act is illegal and criminal. So the Congress here needs to answer. If Mr. Khera or his wife or any other Congress leader had multiple epic IDs, they've been going around the people of Bihar calling private citizens of Bihar as chores, where the private citizens of Bihar are coming and saying they're genuine voters. Why was the Congress party's Rahul Gandhi silent on his own media in charge having multiple epic IDs? His silence speaks about the complicity of the Congress leadership to allow this illegality to continue, and they are rattled because the SIR will precisely stop all these illegalities which is being going on in the voter list.
All right. Mr. Tagore, would you want to answer that question? The BJP basically is asking that the party needs to look within before making the allegations of voter chori.
I can just laugh eternally. I can say that I had fought 4 elections and won 3 elections, okay? Therefore, it is a simple thing. That is, we should not get confused with SIR and this issue. SIR is making poor difficult to get enrolled. You have to prove. For example, Amita has to go and prove that she has to give Aadhaar, her Aadhaar number will not be accepted, her voter ID will not be accepted, her ration card will not be accepted, but you have to give PAN number, you have to give passport, that kind of documents were asked by. Therefore, SIR is a difficult exercise for poor. We can do it, middle class and upper middle class can enroll as through the SIR process, but poor struggle through SIR. That is the thing we were clearly stating about the SIR exercise, and the Election Commission, because of their arrogance and the way they are doing it in the...
Yes, but the Supreme Court has also reiterated that Aadhaar cannot be treated as the sole proof of citizenship as well. That needs to be also put out. Thank you very much, Mr. Tagore and Pradeep, for joining us here on the broadcast. Of course, the questions that have been continuing, because the Congress party is now asking and saying this is precisely the question that they have been raising when it comes to the Election Commission of India, that stands exposed and compromised. Let's get in a word from my colleague Pragya, who's also connected with us. Pragya, good morning. This is what now, as far as the questions that are now being raised within, when it comes to the Congress party leaders, senior Congress party leaders, not just them, but their families as well, holding 2 EPIC numbers, the BJP is now demanding answers.
Well, it looks like the BJP has turned tables on Congress with digging on some facts that both, the leader, Mr. Pawan Khera, who has been also at the forefront of this whole campaign against BJP and the central government on vote chori, and also his wife, both are holding two epic numbers. Now, if you have two epic numbers, you can always tell Election Commission that you are in possession of two epic numbers and one can be cancelled. Now, Mr. Pawan Khera yesterday said that he had put in an application, but whether he has voted twice or not is a matter of investigation that Election Commission of India is going to undertake. Now, this is also a serious offence because if you know that, you can always put in an application. And, BJP is also saying that this is more than a coincidence that, both husband and wife have two epic numbers. So, in a way, BJP is saying that it is Congress who was doing both Chori and not the BJP. But this war is going to continue for many election battles is what we are given to understand. Like EVM, opposition was hell-bent on saying that the vote Chori was done through EVM. Now they are saying that there are massive poll rigging, and this is an allegation that has been countered by BJP time and again. And it looks like the opposition, especially Congress, is in a dock after BJP pulled out some details about these Congress leaders having two epic numbers. So this is going to be continuing for quite a bit, and Election Commission is playing the part in it by investigating.
Well, as far as when it comes to the war of words between the two parties that is now intensified, it is the Delhi District Election Office of the New Delhi District that has now issued a notice to Pawan Khera asking why action should not be taken against him under the Representation of the People's Act for being registered as a voter in two assembly constituencies. Thank you very much for that update, Pragya.